A little progress each day adds up to a big result. In case of Sri Chaitanya educational institutions, the result has been record-breaking and historical. Hello and welcome to Republic TV presents Sri Chaitanya's Champions Primetime, a rankers conclave. The institute has scripted a golden chapter by producing all India first rank holders in all three national level entrance examinations: JEE Advanced, NEET and JEE Main. The institute is known for its world-class academic curriculum, state-of-the-art mentorship, contemporary strategies and consistent meritorious record. Do aspirants need to prepare in advance? What is the best curriculum to crack these entrance examinations? What sets toppers apart from other candidates? Let's unravel these questions with Sri Chaitanya's educational leader and the students who turned their dream into reality by achieving all India rank 1 in JEE Advanced, NEET and JEE Main. I have with me in the studio Ms. Sushma Bopanna, Academic Director, Sri Chaitanya Group; Vavilala Chidvilas Reddy from Sri Chaitanya, who has secured all India rank 1 in JEE Advanced 2023; Varun Chakravarti from Sri Chaitanya, who has secured all India rank 1 in NEET 2023; Singaraju Venkat Kondinya from Sri Chaitanya, who has secured all India rank 1 in JEE Main 2023. I want to congratulate you all for the success that you've achieved. But Sushma, I want to come to you first. You have set a benchmark in education sector with the academic planning and innovative learning approaches at Sri Chaitanya. So tell us more about Sri Chaitanya's journey so far.
We've had a phenomenal year. If we look at Sri Chaitanya history, past 38 years, the team, our family had enormous learnings. It's been a challenging and also a rewarding experience for us. And every year we learn from our students, we learn from our faculty how to improve our curriculums, how to cater to the All India exams. Especially the past 15 years have been quite transformational for us. Because in the past 15 years, that is when we started looking at the national level exams from the state level exams. And we have expanded throughout the country during this time. But it's been a phenomenal year. I think this is a dream result for any institute. And these students have made it possible for us with an All India first rank in NEET, JEE Advanced and JEE Mains. Along with that, our pride always has been the number of students who go into medical colleges or the best of engineering colleges around the country, IITs or NITs. And this year, below 1,000 numbers have gone up so much for Sri Chaitanya. We have about 182 students for IIT-JEE Advanced in below 1,000 category, open category. So we feel, it's a tremendous result. It's a huge learning. And we want to take all these best practices and ensure we continue that journey and make it easier for children to compete.
It is indeed a dream run for the institute with this humongous and historical achievement. So Sushma, can you tell us the game-changing technique or strategies behind producing top rank holders consistently?
The faculty, with the team we have, we were able to draft the state-of-the-art curriculums with a lot of changes, a lot of innovation that is brought into the curriculum to ensure that students who start from the age of 6th grade or 7th grade or 8th, 9th or directly into 11th grade have the advantage over the others throughout the country. Because these exams are quite competitive and I don't think it really helps just being coached. There should be a plan in place, and the fundamental value that we believe by is we don't want to teach children what is taught in 12th class and 8th class. We want to make sure students are comfortable in 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade with the current topics that they have. And we want to take them into much more depth and detail in those topics. So that way students are thinking more, doing more. So it's not rote learning, it's not practice. It's more about understanding the subject, application skills, and how to mix multiple concepts also. I think we were able to be hugely successful because of our schools as well. Because from 7th grade onwards, we have a path and slowly we train the students so that it's easier in 11th and 12th grades for them.
I want to understand, how does Sri Chaitanya Group cater to the learning needs of students across the country, especially where you don't have centers currently? Yes. Or for those who want to stay in their own city and prepare, so how do you help them out?
Post-COVID, we have started this edtech company called Infinity Learn. It's a company of Sri Chaitanya, but we want to ensure all the knowledge that we have gained in Sri Chaitanya as a brick and mortar institution with outcome-based learning, because we strongly believe in results. So with that concept in mind, Infinity Learn has been started, because today you see so many technology based companies and so many platforms where students probably are okay with it, but when you look at the outcomes, they are not as promising. So in the next few years, we want to ensure that Sri Chaitanya is present everywhere through Infinity Learn as well, wherever we do not have schools, Sri Chaitanya Techno schools or junior colleges, and ensure the same curriculum, same methodology and similar questions are being given to the students. We want to develop different techniques through technology, so it's useful for a lot more kids around the country. And our strong belief is education for all, right? And every child has right to get the best education possible. We cater subsidized education, so we can encourage more children to evolve. And in the past 15 years, you won't believe the number of kids who have been supported through Sri Chaitanya who are part of rural India, because they are bright, brilliant minds who should have equal opportunity to any kid in the city. And that's been our goal. I think with technology, with Infinity Learn, it's become more easier and easily accessible. And in the past 18 months after Infinity Learn has been founded, we have about 750,000 students who are right now learning through Infinity Learn around the country, who are not part of our Sri Chaitanya brick and mortar ecosystem. So we believe it's a large count and that will keep on growing. And we have students from about 26 states who are part of Infinity Learn today.
Sushma, we are now going to shift our focus to the geniuses who you have created. Chidvilas has secured All India first rank in JEE Advanced. So Chidvilas, all those who are watching you right now want to know about your learning journey at Sri Chaitanya and what kind of mentorship and strategies did you take to crack India's toughest examination?
When I was young, I was interested in science and math. I was also interested in reasoning topic. So I've decided to join a school with good resources, and that's when I decided to join Sri Chaitanya. In my later classes, I decided that I wanted to get into an IIT because IIT provides us with the best facilities in the country. So I started my JEE preparation, and for JEE preparation, getting good teachers and good mentors and good resources is very important. And I really thank Sri Chaitanya for providing me with the best mentors and best teachers out there.
Now, my question to you, Varun, because you secured All India rank 1 in NEET. At what age did you actually dream of becoming a doctor, and how did Sri Chaitanya help you achieve your dream?
I have not decided to become a doctor till I am studying in class 10th. After COVID, I don't know why, but I decided to become a doctor, and even my family supported that. So I know that Sri Chaitanya is the best platform to crack NEET. So I joined in Sri Chaitanya, and their planning and curriculum helped me a lot. Even I am not very good in the first year, I cracked NEET by doing my hard work and giving some extra time in second year. So I would like to thank Sri Chaitanya and my teachers who made me to achieve this success.
Coming back to another champion who has scripted history and turned his dream into reality, Venkat, who secured All India rank 1 in JEE Main 2023. Now, you are an inspiration to the upcoming aspirants. Tell us how you balance school studies and preparation, and how did you manage breaks during preparations, because this is something that students are very interested to know.
I started my preparation in my 9th standard. So then in my 9th and 10th, I focused on building basics that I needed for JEE Advanced. So since it was just the basics, I even found enough time to balance my school curriculum. Being strong in the basics helped me to, pick up the advanced topics very easy. And also I could focus on the method of writing exams effectively in my class 11 and class 12. Sri Chaitanya has helped me a lot in this. They have conducted many exams. Even while studying, I have simulated the exam situation. And especially for JEE Mains, accuracy is very important. So practicing in such time-bound conditions helped me reduce my silly mistake in final exam.
Credit goes to you and your institute, and now that you're preparing for these competitive exams, it's been an emotional journey for not just the aspirant but also their families, and many parents also reach out how to deal with this, how to deal with their child, and they want to come to you for advice. Any past experience that you'd like to share on this?
So I think the journey starts with us believing in them, because most of the confidence or the emotional issues go away when there is a lot of trust and confidence in the system overall, right? So the parents believe in the children, the teachers believe in the children, we believe in the children. So all of it together gives them the confidence that whatever hurdles they come across during this preparation time, they will get through it and they will come through successfully, because there's so much support around them to give them that confidence. And we constantly guide the parents that we take 100% responsibility for the students. At Sri Chaitanya, that is our system. We try to create a positive environment around them, and we constantly work with our faculty and administrative team to be motivating. It's very easy to say you should improve, but who can tell them how to improve? I think that is the larger question, right? And that needs an expert to understand their mentality, to understand what is good for them, and what method will work for them. And that is what we identify, and the faculty talks to them very frequently to make sure that is a constant, continuous motivation process. Because especially the 11th and 12th grade, wherever the students are around the country, it's not an easy path, because when they take multiple exams, they seem to get disappointed. They get upset with themselves that, oh, I shouldn't have done these 3 question silly mistakes. I've lost 15 marks for nothing, right? There's a lot of factors that fall into it. And students do need that support system built around them. There's multiple scenarios every single year, because we deal with thousands of parents. And our administrators team are so well trained throughout these 38 years that they know how to handle these situations, how to talk to kids, how to talk to teachers and parents as well, and to bring that harmony. When that harmony comes, student becomes the center.
Yes.
And we work for the student.
Yes.
And that is our motto. We work for the student and nothing else.
And on that note, it is time for a break. But in the next segment, we will unravel more questions on educational strategies with Sri Chaitanya's educational leader and students. Do stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to Republic TV presents Sri Chaitanya's Champions Primetime, a rankers conclave. We've had a very interesting conversation in the first half, and Sushma, who continues to stay with us as we are trying to understand, Sushma, that you're one of the top educational institutes in the sector. But do you feel that the current way we are educating children fully prepares them for the needs of the 21st century? And what are your thoughts on it in terms of Sri Chaitanya Group's vision going forward?
Students for the 21st century, definitely, I think our kids are very well prepared. I think we teach them the basic values of how to live life along with academic excellence. And the primary aspect of living a good life is learning to work hard. And we strongly believe in that. People will have different levels of intelligence, but what will bring success is intelligence combined with hard work and the right strategies and methodologies. I think that's what we try to teach our children and our teams as well. Because for the new century, new generation of kids, thinking is the most precious commodity, right? Be able to think in the right direction and to be able to implement it. There are a lot of good thinkers, but they probably don't pursue their goals. And we try to combine everything and ensure these kids are prepared for a wonderful future. And we want them to be intelligent, we want them to be innovative, we want them to be hardworking. So that is the practice. And I always say that 11th, 12th, students who have survived Sri Chaitanya will survive anywhere. And they will definitely do wonders in wherever they go and whatever careers they choose, because that's the right combination, applying strategy, intelligence and working hard to deliver the outcomes. And it's a technique, right? Finally,
Yes.
the teachers will have to master those techniques of how to deliver a lecture and how to give and what questions to give the students so they can test themselves or sharpen their skill sets constantly and continuously. I think that is what we have cracked. And that is what any institute should do, below 12th grade or post 12th grade. And today we see Sri Chaitanya students who have graduated from IITs going into these wonderful companies with excellent jobs, and parents are extremely proud and thankful for all the effort the team has done to ensure that the students are in that space right now.
Okay, Chidvilas, I want to come to you now. During this journey, if you ever felt demotivated or, what were the lows like and how did you come back from it?
When I was in my younger classes, like in 9th and 10th, I used to give many tests. Sometimes I used to get good score, sometimes I used to get bad score. Every time I get a bad score, I used to tell myself this The next time I'm going to rock in the test, I'm going to get to the top. For that, what I did was a rectification, and I used to check where am I going wrong. And my mentors helped me a lot in my preparation. Whenever I get demotivated or disappointed due to low score, they motivated me and kept me encouraged throughout my journey. They supported me a lot. Play some time like table tennis for some half an hour whenever I get demotivated, or talk to friends. And mentors really helped me a lot during my journey, emotionally and education wise.
You know, let's understand the lakhs of students prepare for NEET every year. In fact, the stakes are high, it is super competitive. In those situations, Varun, burning the midnight oil with hours and hours of preparation, what is your insight into NEET preparation?
There is always time for a student who is preparing for NEET. If you didn't prepare up to your mark in the first year, you can prepare it even in the second year and you can catch up with the competition. Actually, that is the best point in NEET according to me. Even I am not very good in the first year. I catched up with the competition in the second year. But the best choice is to start working hard from the day one. And actually, it's Sri Chaitanya which made my work so easy. They plan the curriculum in such a way, we just have to follow that to crack NEET. So Sri Chaitanya helped me a lot. I just followed their curriculum and program. According to me, if we can follow their curriculum up to the mark, we can easily crack the NEET.
Wow, if they follow the curriculum up to the mark, they can easily crack NEET. That sounds so easy in the head, but Sushma, you know, you're dealing with so many toppers every year, and the age group that you're dealing with is very sensitive, because as focused as they can be, sometimes they can also lose focus. Right. So what is your learning model to address this particular issue?
You know, this is an age where any child anywhere, in their home or in the college or in a school, they need that constant motivation and, you know, the ability to bring them back to the target at hand. So not losing focus is a very important aspect. I think we are all human, we all lose focus at some point of time, right? But adults tend to come back to it sooner because they have responsibilities, and children might take a little bit longer. But if they have a supporting team around them, I think bringing them back to focus is not so difficult. And you know what Sri Chaitanya does best is, and we are proud of, is teachers and administrators together as a team, we are able to instill that goal in the student. So through that guidance, when you start working with the student, you understand their capabilities better. And that is when the team is able to instill that goal in the mind of the student. And when that goal sets in, the fire comes within, right? Where you feel, yes, I can do this. So setting the goal is a very, very important aspect. Without that goal, I think it's much easier to lose focus for the student, for the team, for everyone. So that way, you know, it's a constant effort in a positive direction without creating a lot of stress or without creating any negativity. I feel that is the core. Understanding the potential becomes the center for everything and paves a path throughout those 2 years to ensure that they get to the final goal.
Absolutely. Getting to the final goal, Venkat, I want to come to you on this. Had you ever imagined that you will crack this exam, and not just crack this exam, but be a topper? And you do realize that the country is watching you right now. Lakhs of students are watching all three of you right now, and they want to be like you. So what is your advice to them?
JEE Mains, there's a lot of competition. Each and every single mark matters. So it's important to not lose even a single question that we know. And in this aspect, what makes a difference is the way of our practice. So if we practice with concentration, and you know, if we try to simulate the exam scenario while practicing, I think it should be okay in the final exam. Since each and every mark matters, we should not even leave a single question while practicing, even if we feel as if we know it. So sometimes I went wrong with this. I used to leave questions thinking that I already know this. I used to skip them without even solving them while practicing. So my teachers always used to counsel me, saying that you should not do this, you should practice each and every single question. This helps you improve your accuracy. So I followed this, and following them really well, following the curriculum really well, helped me in getting AR1 in JEE Mains.
Sushma, you have cracked the mantra. So as we come to an end of this show, your advice to all the future JEE and NEET aspirants on what is the long-term vision and mission of Sri Chaitanya?
Any student going for IIT-JEE and NEET, the first thing is be sure of yourself. What do you want to do? Please don't get into it with a confusion in mind, because every child should have a path. What is that I want to do next, and how do I want to achieve that? And I understand every child has different capabilities. Everyone need not be of the same intelligence level. But there is so much the curriculum can provide, the system can provide you, that you will be able to escalate your performance from point A to point B with less of an effort, because the planning is done. Basically, the planning, everything is ready. You just have to commit to yourself that you will spend the time preparing sincerely. It's not about the number of hours also. It's not about studying 15 hours a day. But whatever time you study, make sure you are focused, you utilize the time properly. So having the goal set in your mind and making the right choice to be in which institute, where to go, how to study, will definitely yield a better result. And most of all, I think it's you. Finally, in the examination hall, you are the one who's going to perform and do well. So if your mind is set in the right direction, believe in your teachers, trust the system. And we have seen in the past 38 years, right, students who have believed in the team and trusted the teachers have done much better than what they have anticipated. So we have set a path. I think for every student who wants to prepare for IIT-JEE or NEET, making the right choice is very important. Where they want to be, what culture they want to be in, where they want to be, where they want to go and study, which teachers they want to study with. Because today, Sri Chaitanya, we have the advantage of size, because we have 8.5 lakh students throughout the country, all grades put together, and we have thousands of teachers who are preparing for NEET and IIT-JEE, which gives us definitely the unfair advantage and also the leverage. And we are always here to support any student throughout the country who wants to do well for themselves.
Right.
We are here to do that and make sure you succeed at the end.
Absolutely. And on that note, I want to thank you all for this very inspiring conversation. Sri Chaitanya has been consistently producing all India top rankers in IIT-JEE and NEET examinations. This year's stellar achievement in producing 3 first rank holders in all the 3 categories of engineering and medical entrance tests stands testament of their excellence. On that note, we slip into a short commercial break. Do stay tuned to Republic.